Wonderful, blessed love, life-given, keep of life, negus and a gas, Madan Yalam, Kadamawe, Haile Selassie. Give thanks, welcome to a very special edition of The Tiger's Nest. This is Radio Anu, radioanu.com, the international flavor, the universal spice. And for those who are in tune with us and watching us on the YouTube, you could definitely join us on Radio Anu, radioanu.com. Just press the link right there in the description. And on the Tiger's Nest today, as I said, a special edition, the suicide. And when we look into the news a few days ago right here in the nation of Antigua and Barbuda, another child has committed suicide. This young man was at the age of 12. And of course, we all comprehend that the vast majority of those that have been committing suicide in the island are children. And most of them slitting their wrists, and some of them hanging themselves. And there have been a lot of attempted suicide, and this does not make the news. I'm not asking. I know this personally. And I'm pleased to say that I've been in cases where I've been called, not even in Antigua, where I've been summoned by parents and friends to speak to individuals who were attempting to take their own life. And happy to say that they're alive up to today. And I honestly think that I have some idea of what is taking place, because there was an attempted suicide a few days ago, and that made the news. And this was an 18-year-old sister who was slitting her wrists, and she just could not die. And as I said on a program the very day prior to that event, I told the host of the program that the whole aspect of the slitting wrists, it is like a style. It has become a fad. It is subliminally being taught to our children and adults, especially through the television and these programs that are coming to us. When we were small, we knew nothing about slitting the wrists. We knew about running away from home. Now, where did we get that idea about running away from home? We would see it in the movies. We would see it in the cartoons. The little child get upset with his mother and his father. When everybody is asleep, he goes and he packs his bag. You see him sneaking through the window or tiptoeing through the hallway. Some of the movies and the cartoons, you see the little child with the extended stick and the pouch on the end of the stick. Where did we get that image? Why not a briefcase? Where did we get that concept? The live vision, our teacher. We're not just taught at school. That's a bigger school. That's the school of life. That's why you have different channels. You go through different channels. Which channel you want to watch today? And you have different characters because they assist you in building your character. So the slitting of the wrist now, it's a fad. It has been made popular by the kiddie shows. It has been made popular by the teen shows, rated teen. But then, my brothers and sisters, that's the depths of what we need to get our people out of. And it's more than just talk. So a child ready to take their life for one reason or the other, they're depressed. Just a few days ago, I gave a speech at a so-called health fair right here in the island. It wasn't too healthy, but I gave a speech. I'm not afraid to say. Present was the Governor General, the Minister of Health and the Environment, and other dignitaries and school children, and many other people spoke, doctors and psychologists and different ones. And I'm not afraid to say that when your brother spoke, I mean myself, and I spoke in a frame of mind to motivate the children to know who they are. And I got a standing ovation from the children. In other words, they were excited by the words that I brought to them. And everyone else spoke longer than me. And they didn't really take to no one else but me. And that is the truth. Because I make it my business to touch the youths so that they can be inspired to better themselves. Because it's not just the suicide in a man. There is a lot of murder taking place amongst us here. And the young ones, yeah, they're hot. You know how it is, man. They ain't nothing special. But they are special. My brothers and sisters, your fingerprint alone should tell you that there's no one else around like you. If you do something wrong and they retrieve your fingerprint and they already have a copy of it, and even if they don't have a copy of it and they think it's you, all they have to do is come and check your print. And it's not just your fingerprint, you know. There are other prints that you have from your cells and your DNA and these different things. They're things that make you unique. Even if you have a twin, you don't even look exactly alike. The things that make you unique. So you are a special individual. The scripture says, I can do all things. Some of us recite it, you know. I can do all things. Do you really believe that you can do all things? I mean, if you really thought so, you would be something else. Well, I am positive of that. What? I can do all things. Eh? You see, this is why I specifically have programs to encourage the children again to unravel their gifts. Look at the time that we're coming upon now. This is a time that of gift giving as such throughout the world, people that participate in it. But if someone was to give you a gift, well wrapped, you know, with the ribbons and pretty gift wrapping paper and everything inside of a box, and say, hey, this is yours, Jeff. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it all, you know. Ain't nothing, anything for you, Jeff. Good. Now, if the friend came and, visited you, let's just say, 3 months after, and the gift was still there, still wrapped up in the box and the ribbon and everything, I mean, they would feel funny. Well, I know I bought the gift for you, Jeff. It's your gift, but I mean, what, don't you want it? You haven't even opened the box to see what's in it. Some people would get ratted and take back the gift. Ratted, it means upset, and carried away. You understand? So I'm saying some people, they would have at least taken off the wrapping and thrown it away, open the box and take out the gift. Oh, this is nice. It could be some chinaware or some pretty crystal glass. Oh yeah, this is nice. And they put it on the cabinet or on the shelf, but they keep it in the box. They never really take it out and use it. Now, each of us have gifts. We call it talents and all kind of gifts, abilities, something special about us that is different than somebody else, just like your fingerprint. You said you can do all things, but you see, some of us, we have never, ever opened our gifts. We have never even taken off the wrapping, the paper, never. We don't even have an idea of what is inside the box. Some of us, yes, we know our gifts. Yes, we do. Waiter, Can I have another glass of water? I noticed you were doodling something here, waiter. What's that? Oh, I always wanted to be an artist. You're very good. Yeah, I'm very good, but I don't have the time. I gotta work okay, yeah. So that's your gift. You're waiting on people, but your gift is you're an artist. So you're one of those persons that took your gifts out of the box. Out of the box, the gift box, but the box from the manufacturer that the glass came in, or the cutlery or the chinaware, whatever, it's still in that box on the shelf gathering dust because your gift is going to waste. Oh, I'm waiting for some special people to come. Them people ain't ever coming. Take the gift out the box. You are the special person. And drink out of your crystal glass and use your silverware and whatever else it is that you've been presented as a gift. Yeah? So that is us. This is very, very serious. You see, as people, as individuals, again, the whole concept of unwrapping the gifts is an art. And speaking of art, that is why we have an art competition every December. And the competition, and we already did a whole video on this, and you could go and check it out on our channel here, is to ask the children from the ages of 5 to 10 to draw, paint or color an African version of Christ and his mother, and they win a $200 gift certificate that's valued at Toy Box, which is a toy store. So just understand that whole science. That is so deep. It means, well, as I said, we went through that already, but what that does, it encourages the child to look into their own self, to draw an African version of Christ. If I didn't do that, many of these children would not even think about anything like that. They're unraveling their gift, not just the gift of art, They're learning who they really are. And let me show you now. This is why, my brothers and sisters, as I said, programs. Set programs in motion for the children. That's one of the programs. Another program that I've been doing now for 4 years is the essay competition. And the essay competition is done every February for Black History Month, around the time of Black History Month. Many ones jump up around that time. I find it very interesting. When Black History Month comes up, many people jump up and say, oh, February is the shortest month. Oh, 1 month for our history is not enough. And when the month is done, these people go back to sleep. These people, whether it's February, October, or December, they have nothing to do with Black history, but they're quick to jump up. I'm telling you, you want to see what's going on, they are quick to jump up and go against it when it's coming forward. And as I said, every year we have put forward the essay competition, and that now, more than I would believe the art competition, would bring the child to a consciousness of him or herself. This is what it has been designed for. It has been designed to make the caterpillar understand that he, she is a caterpillar and not a worm. Please take what I'm saying very seriously. This is not a joke. As I've always said, in our ancient tradition, according to Frantz Fanon in his writings, The Wretched of the Earth, clearly shows you that in the ancient voodoo kingdoms, there's certain words we never had. Even Chancellor Williams in The Destruction of the Black Civilization shows us there's certain words that we never had in our vocabulary. We never had words for rape and words for prison, so we had no prison. No words for old people home and these different things. As Brother Fanon says, that even in the ancient voodoo tradition, if a man if a man was to defile his neighbor's wife without even, just by his thought alone, he would go to the family and give them a gift because of the thought that he had. No, I'm just trying to show my people that if we came from a civilization like this, we don't know this. This is not taught in the school. We're taught about Christopher Columbus. We're taught about Admiral Shirley and Lord Nelson and these other individuals here. These are who we are taught about. So we don't know that we came from a tradition that built the pyramids. We don't know that. We don't know that we came from a tradition that started the first university. And as far as morality, because that's what I'm hitting here, the moral codes. Listen to me, my people. This is very key. The moral codes. One of the main reasons why I started the essay competition 4 years ago is I was listening to a pastor, and he was saying that he just had what is known as a retreat. And one of the young children, one of the girls that came to the retreat, said that she was a member of a gang, and to be a part of that gang, she had to have sex, listen to this, with 6 fellas in a period of 3 minutes. That's it. I'm not going to even repeat that. And that's how she became a member of the gang. And I said, no way. No, something has to be done here. So that's why I've had youth extravaganzas, where I gather a lot of children together and have, different people speak to them to inspire them. And then I started the youth essay competition, specifically to encourage them to know who they are, the caterpillar and the worm. You see, they don't know that they're caterpillars. They don't know that one day they shall spring wings and fly away and build a cocoon prior to that silky, rich cocoon, and they will fly to the flowers and suck the nectar. They don't know that that is their future. The worm has enslaved them, so they think that they're a worm. I'm telling you straight. They worship the worm god, so they don't see themselves better than the worm god. So when the wings begin to grow, they clip it off and say, oh, what you're doing, you're going crazy. Not knowing that they're getting in touch with their African self, the same African self that had no word for prison, had no word for child molestation, had no word for no suicide. That's why they kill themselves. They don't know who they are. That's why they slit their wrists. They don't know who they are. They're watching Disney Channel and all, Nickelodeon. That's who's teaching them this stuff. Like it or not. Like it or not. The tiger's nest. So this is why we every year we do that competition. And not just the art competition, but the essay competition, because that encourages them now not just to draw, but to research 300 words or more, depending on the category, and research and dig into it now and literally give us, what does your African history mean to you? What does African heritage mean to you? And listen, it don't mean nothing to me, because I get to go into the schools and present it to them. What does the African history mean to me? Wow, Africa, boy, oh boy. And then I pull the laptop out of the bag. If you can write an essay that I'm pleased of, you could win this laptop. Oh, Africa, Nelson Mandela. And you start to hear all kind of things coming from the children. You see what I'm saying? No, I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you what I've done. So I'm just showing to you now, when you inspire the children, you can't go and tell them the prize is a 3-piece suit or tie or, no. You got to give them what they want. A laptop, a tablet, a digital camera. Even the digital camera, they want the laptop. They want the tablet. I don't carry no iPhone, none of this stuff. I've only done tablets, laptops, and digital cameras specifically, because these are valuable tools. I don't care what you could do with a laptop and a tablet that is not nice. I know what you can do with them that is not nice, but you can benefit from them. I have laptops and tablets and I benefit from them straight up. So this is why I'm encouraging them. I ain't looking over their shoulder. I'm encouraging them even before they get the prize to go and look into their own selves and seek up their African heritage and their African history. So now specifically, we usually, the first year that we did this, we had 3 categories. It's really for 3 categories. From the age of 5 to 9, from the ages of 10 to 14, and then from the ages of 15 to 18. And the very first year that we did such, we had a first place winner for each category. The same laptop, tablet, digital camera for each category coming down the line from the seniors to the junior. So you have 3 categories there. Now I'm telling you straight off, we did this all on our own. Now the second year, we did something very similar and we brought it to the people. Very little support from the people when it comes to these things, but they talk a lot. And we had the same 3 categories. Now I must say, sad to say, but give thanks that we went through. Previous year now, we only had 1 category, and it was 1 gift of a tablet, which was, oh no, the second year, pardon me, the second year. No, the second year, man. Oh, the second year. In the seniors category, we had 1 first prize, pardon me. That was a tablet. In the second category, what it was, we had in the intermediary category, pardon me, we had first and second prize, and in the junior both first and second prize. We had some very late entries. Some of them were not even part of the ceremony, but we just did it up. Third year now, we only had the intermediary, which is from 10 to 14, and we only had 1 prize. And that was because a big business person in this land gave this grand promise that he would sponsor the whole competition. And at the last moment, he just changed his mind and said, boy, things and something not running well. And I was quite upset. But I made sure that something happened to make sure that they, get it done. So now we are coming up to another essay competition for Black History Month. Not because we are just going into December. We already have a competition for December, which is the art competition. But the essay competition, from December, we begin to promote it. We have already launched it specifically. And even those that we are advocating assistance from, we are already approaching them. So I am officially approaching you, my audience, as it relates to the Hon.Priest Isaac's annual Black History Month essay competition. I don't want you to wait until Black History Month, We are in a season, I'm not playing around. We are in a season right now. We are in a season right now where whether you believe in Santa Claus or not, the finance will be around. Because we know after, and whether you believe in Christmas tree or not, the vast majority of you still gotta go and spend your money for someone else. They don't care what you believe. They're looking for something from you. I'm telling you, you can't pretend with me. I know how it goes. Most of us, we are conscious to this point. Straight up, I'm not playing around, because the life of our children is at stake. The reason why I can talk straight is because I ain't begging, but I'm honestly asking for assistance from those of you who are listeners and followers and those who consider they've been inspired by what has been done here. The essay competition I'm speaking about, nothing else. The essay competition. All those who contribute to the essay competition, listen to this. Your name and your amount will be published as it has always been done. That's how we do our thing when we have anything and anyone contributes. Their name and the amount, unless they ask that it's not, is published in the newspaper, on the news, and on radio programs. We don't have no time to joke around. So for those of you now in the international community who would contribute to the essay competition specifically, we're not talking about the art competition or anything else. The essay competition, those who contribute to that, your name and the amount would be published, I hear me, right here on my channel and right here on radioanu.com, plus in the local newspaper here and on the radio station. Plus, the prize giving ceremony will be broadcast live right here on Radio Anu. And I'm not sure if it's going to be live on the YouTube, but it will also be seen on the YouTube, obviously, within a day of the prize giving ceremony. So all I'm saying is that if you have a heart for the youth and you understand the science that we are dealing with here, and you want to assist, it doesn't have to be the cash directly, you know. As you could see, the type of gifts that we give to the children. So your name and the gift that you gave would be published. So the child will know exactly who donated this specific gift. That's all you have to do, and you will definitely be known if that is what you desire. So for those who will be contributing and sending the finance via the PayPal now, we would still prefer that you contact us before you do that. You could email me at theblackshepherd@live.com, theblackshepherd@live.com, obviously. Of course, the number will be on the screen where you could give me an international call or international WhatsApp link. You could do that as well, and let us know that you will be sending that finance, whatever the amount would be, via the PayPal, for clear. Now for those who do not deal with the PayPal or any sort of transaction of such, you could still contact us in the very same way, via the email, via the telephone, WhatsApp, and show us what you desire to do, and then we will tell you what actions to take and how that finance will get to us. I'll make it clear again that your name and the amount, so you send 100, let's say euro, it will be published across the street, the screen, so ones would understand what they call transparency of what we're dealing with here. Very important. You see, when it comes to our children, because we have an educational system that does not cater for them. The educational system does not cater for their heritage and who they really are. Every other nation knows their self. The Indians, whichever Indians, and some of them ain't no Indians, but this is what we call them. They know who they are. Some level of their tradition is still with them, even down to the food they eat. Even if it's the curry and the roti, and they brought it from India. Even some of the indigenous foods that some of us brought from Africa has died out for the fried chicken and the chips. It's just reality. So we're living in a time, your murder rate, your crime rate, your immorality, suicide amongst children and adults, I'm telling you, it's because of lack of knowledge of self. They don't know who they are. A tree without a root. A people without knowledge of self. I'm telling you, robbed of name, robbed of language, robbed of song, robbed of dance, and replaced with the enemy's name, language, song, and dance. What kind of people you? A shell, a ghost in a shell, almost not a living being. So this is why, again, I install these programs. I have other programs. We feed the elderly too, you know. I must say that program has been on a stall for a moment, but we will get back to it. Many things that we do to uplift our people, to uplift our society, to uplift our community. You may only see a YouTube program. You may only listen us on radio, Anu, but a lot of things are taking place here. For those who have seen the video, Atlantis in Antigua, that whole Green Castle Hill saga is a fight all by itself to defend that mountain. The Prince of Wales came through here a week ago, and he made Nelson's Dockyard. Nelson's Dockyard, I think it's a heritage site or something he named it. What about Green Castle Hill? The Stonehenge of the Caribbean. Watch the video right there on my channel, Priest Isaac's channel. You understand? So there's a lot of different things, and beyond that, I can't get into that. This is the Tiger's Nest. All I'm saying is this specific program is designed for the youth. The art competition, that's one program, plus the essay competition, running now, going into the 4th year. And I'm honestly asking my brothers and sisters, for those of you who understand the science here, you could definitely participate in it, and I will be happy, overjoyed to see you participate in such, the essay competition. I must thank, sisters like Audrey, brothers like No Partial, brothers like Kenny. These are people who has contributed to the works I've done in general. Ain't too much. I think that's about it. I'm serious. No one can be upset. A few other ones, I can't get the names right off my head right now. Yes, I agree. Ones have, purchased things and other things, but to make a contribution, and there's no one who makes a continual contribution to what is done here. So give thanks for all those who have done the little that they have done. I appreciate it. But this now is not a contribution to me. Listen to me good. This ain't for me. This is for the essay competition. Nothing going to overflow to me, because all records would be made clear. Right here, Radio Anu plus the YouTube, and even in our regular gazette, as they call it. That's how we do the thing on the professional level. And believe me, for all those who think that they want to take their own life, again, as we said in one of the earlier Tiger's Nest, remember, not only are you special because of your fingerprint now, you were the lone sperm of billions of sperm, There were billions of sperm racing towards the target of the egg. Billions of sperm racing towards the target of the egg. And if you didn't make it, you wouldn't have been here. So you, the life force in that sperm was you. And you beat out all the other sperm to hit the egg. How special can you be? I'm telling you, that alone shows you now that there's none like you. You are a winner from birth, so you can't be a loser now. Remember, I can do all things. And this is why I would tell people that the greatest risk that you could ever take is to take no risk. You are a champion. Failure is not supposed to get in the way. That's why the previous Tiger's Nest that we did, we talk about overcoming fear. There ain't nothing to fear. Especially when you understand the whole cycle of life, there's nothing to fear. There ain't nobody to fear. You ain't fear no cockroach, no spider. Come on. Don't fear nothing. So-called death, there ain't nothing to fear. Not even fear itself. So you gotta be firm, gotta be strong. Because you are a special person. Go and check the gift. Unravel the gift. Open the gift. Drink out of the glass. Drink out of the gift. See how it goes down. Yeah. Wash it out and use it again. Because it is your talent. In the Bible, when they talk about the talent, they said that a king gave his servants some talents. That's money, eh? Talents. One gave 10, I think, 1 5 and 1 1, and the one with the one buried his talent and didn't do anything with it, but the others utilized their talents. Talents. In the scripture, in the allegory, it's money. But listen to the term. Talents. What's your talent? What you can do. Not just singing and ballet dancing, you know. All of that is good. But that shows you that there's something within you. Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan. I still say up to this day, there ain't no one I've ever seen move like Michael Jordan. Not no best basketball player. He passed that. To me, it's a waste of time to compare anyone that plays basketball with him. Just waste of time. I don't even get into the conversation. Talking and calling all kind of names. Some of them I don't even know. Michael Jordan, not the best basketball player. There ain't nobody in sport. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, what you call the man there? Lewis Hamilton, Tiger Woods, the Williams sisters. Who else? I mean, you could bring up anyone you think. John McEnroe. You could go down the line. Sugar Rays, all the Sugar Rays. What's his name? My brother up the road here. Usain Bolt. There ain't no one in sports, to me, that has nearly done in their field what Michael Jordan has done or exhibited on the court. And why did I bring him into the whole theory here? Is to show that obviously, yes, razzle and dazzle and spin around in the air. But just like another MJ, Michael Jackson, there's something within them. To me, that is bigger than the basketball court and bigger than the stage. That wasn't even utilized. I'm just telling you. And that is what we have within us. Some of us, we are walking razors, but we just don't know it. I don't tell you beat billions of sperm to get here, you know. So that means that you're special. You are a winner. You have a lot to live for. There's a lot before you. You're walking through. Again, you're walking through the valley of the shadow of death. But you shall fear no evil, because the light is at the end of the tunnel. Give thanks. Some of us, again, it's because of what people think. What you think about me is none of my business. So my brothers and sisters, for those of you watching on the YouTube, just go into the description, press the link, and join us on radioanu.com. And remember, you can join me on Radio Anu every Sunday evening for Shock of the Hour, where we broadcast live every Sunday evening on Radio Anu. And of course, for those of you listening to us on Radio Anu, you could definitely check my YouTube channel right there on YouTube, Priest Isaac's YouTube channel, and subscribe. Just subscribe. Just press a button and subscribe. Press the like button as well, my brothers and sisters. All you gotta do is just press the like button, and you know, it's all about love and add value to another person's life. You know, it's very important that you do that as well, and operate from the heart chakra, man. It's also very important. We just talk love, you know. We say love and love. We overuse some of these words, but do we really penetrate on what these words really mean? Especially when we talk about loving children and all of that. Do we really meditate on what that means? So give thanks. And of course, yes, again, I'm honestly looking forward to your contribution towards the essay competition. And don't wait until Santa Claus come and goes. Don't wait until Santa Claus come and goes and say, boy, things kind of, no. Do it now. Give thanks. Until next time. This has been a real special and extended, Tiger's Nest. But please, my brothers and sisters, if you're thinking of killing yourself, it's not worth it. Where you're going when you kill yourself, you don't even have an idea. You're going to kill yourself. You don't even have an idea. You don't. Prove it. You have no idea where you're going. You don't even know what's beyond that. You just feel that whatever you think you're going through. And some people take the life to hurt other people. Imagine that. And you do hurt people for Trinidad. But imagine that. You don't even know how you're hurting yourself. You think that's going to make you feel good? You hurt people so you can feel good. You're not even around to see how they're going to feel. You don't even know where you're going. It is righteousness to make life take its course. If you're thinking of taking your life, you're too special for that. You're too special for that. You are too special for that. You're just killing a fingerprint that nobody else has. Something you can do that nobody else can do. A gift you have that nobody, you never open the gift. Why you taking your life and you never even open the gift? At least open the gift, take it out the box and use it. Yeah. Give thanks. You see, even though, I know I'm saying I'm going, but you see, we have to understand too. And I'm going to be very clear. This is no disrespect to no one. But as black people now, singled out from amongst anybody else, we have gone through a specific type of trauma and still going through the trauma. And even if you think, oh, that is gone, well, that which has been gone now, the result of that is still here. I'm telling you, that was the seed, but this is the fruit, and the fruit has plenty seeds inside. Yeah, ain't no GMO fruit. This one has seeds. I'm telling you. So we're still oppressed and depressed, genetically alone, much less. Can't you see we're still trying to look like our enslaver? We read our lips up. Oh my. I know I just hit someone there. Oh my, you seen me. Don't feel no way. I ain't upset with you. I don't watch people. I don't watch people and judge people. I'm telling you. Maybe because you don't know me, you can't know me through a computer. I don't judge people. Some people, because of how I operate and my standards, they may believe because they, just change their ways a bit. They feel, wow, what the priest gonna say? What the priest gonna say? I'm gonna say good morning, how are you? I ain't gonna say nothing because you ain't got no locks today. Yeah, you gotta, what's wrong? What's wrong? You had it yesterday, you had it for a while. Obviously, if you're my real bosom, I'm gonna say something wrong. But outside of that, I ain't watching no one. But the reality is now, as I said, we're still redding up our lips. We ain't got no red lips. Well, we used to have makeup in chemical. Hey, listen, don't try to change the subject. I said we ain't got no red lips. We don't have no straight hair. And I don't agree with the philosophy that is preached that we used to have straight hair first. No way. We never had no straight hair. We have a unique, specific ether that's connected to the sun. We are ashamed of ourselves. Give the little black girl the white doll and the black doll, she's still picking the white Barbie. We are ashamed of ourselves, within ourselves, even though we are confident. Some of us, we are confident, we're strong and all of that. But yet still we are ashamed of who we are because we're still trying to look like, dress like, and operate like, and even talk like our enemy. So even that level needs to be reversed. And that is why it's easier to go to the other level, where you hate yourself personally, really, because you can't even connect with your astral community where you're really from. It's a deep science that needs a lot of work, and no politician can fix it. But give thanks, to all those who are teachers, scholars, researchers that have inspired myself and many others. We shouldn't look down on this. The work is going on and people are waking up, believe me. We just have to be skillful with it, because the consciousness of 10 years ago is not the consciousness of 20 years ago, and it's not the consciousness of now. The youths that are waking now, they wake up differently. They don't wake up the same way we woke up 20 years ago. They don't wake up the same way those that woke up 40 years ago. It's a different science. I know what I'm talking about. Maybe another program we sit on it. But this is the Tiger's Nest. Never planned to be this long. Trust me. It's not. The Tiger's Nest is a very short, program here. Wow. 6 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. As I said, this is Radio Anu. RadioAnu.com. We ain't say no more. Let us just move forward. Blessed love to one and all.
Come down fast now, boom the acoustic. Make them done up from them born and grow. Yes, the tender herb from them born and grow. Rastafari they hold the door. And he ever was so, he ever was so, and it ever was so, he ever was so. There's the palace down here, so in a ghetto, it ever was so. You born in a ghetto, he ever was so. Elevate themselves for distinction, and them still seem to know that still I see rule here take us up, and he ever was so. He ever was so, he ever was so, he ever was so, he ever was so. Still I see rule the anciency, it ever was so. His eminency from the ancient lion of white bull of Genesis, he carried more Torah, and it ever was so, he ever was.